like if you're an American and you're exposed to the Ebola virus in Uganda or Congo, baby, you won't be coming home. Oh no, they're sending your ass to Kenya. The US government is setting up a quarantine-based facility in Kenya for Americans that catch the Ebola virus in goddamn Uganda or the DRC. And it's just for Americans, y'all, nobody else. Typically in the past, if you caught a virus of any kind, you were flown to America to one of our facilities here in the States. Or you would go to Europe for specialized care. But because we are not equipped anymore to handle any fucking thing when it comes to an outbreak of the Ebola virus kind, they got to go somewhere else. And I can't believe the Kenyan government approved of this shit. What they got on y'all? The facility will be operated by U.S. service. The facility itself will be ran by U.S. public health officers, okay? And according to the New York Times, the goal is to help patients bypass hours of long medical evacuations to the U.S. and receive quicker regional care. But why the fuck are we screening folks for the Ebola virus at the goddamn gates in the United States then? And are their asses gonna be shipped over to Kenya as well? I'm just asking, man. FIFA is right around the corner and there's over 1,000 cases in the DRC and...
Did you read this yet? Have you seen this? Are you in total shock? I'm in complete, I don't even know what to say about this. Trump will send Americans exposed to Ebola while abroad to a new facility in Kenya. What? Can you imagine you're an American citizen and you can't go home? You can't seek medical treatment in America? You have to go to Kenya? I don't even, I'm struggling for words here, as you can see. Does anyone think this is okay? Does anyone think this is okay? You may have been exposed to Ebola. Okay, we're going to send you to Kenya. You're an American. You got to go to Kenya. I'm speechless. I don't even know. This is so ludicrous. I don't even know what to say. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I think this...
Nobody's talking about this, but can we chime in on why this is not a good idea for Kenya? And is he trying to...
Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So the issue of Ebola is still trending. And of course, the Americans already know that some of their brothers and sisters from America that have contacted Ebola will be taken to Kenya to quarantine there. And they are also shocked. They're saying that they don't know what is going on. They are shocked. Actually, they are not even at happy ama kitu kama hiyo. They are shocked. They are asking themselves, kwani Kenyans, Kenyans have agreed. Why have Kenyans agreed with that deal? But it's all about money, and we know all that. We all know that. There's nothing else. So Americans are also being shocked about how Kenyans have accepted to bring Ebola patient to their country. And yet there is no even one report from Kenya. Kenyans have no report. Kenyans, we are like Americans right now because we don't have reports that any Kenyans have contracted that Ebola. But now, because in Congo, some Americans have contracted Ebola and they can't stay there. The Trump administration have refused to take them back to America. Now, which is the solution? The solution is to bring them to Kenya. Now, the Americans are being shocked on that details. They thought that they have the better facility to deal with such kind of issues. But now Kenyans believe that they have better than America. Listen to their reaction, then we'll come back and talk. But don't forget to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe.
If you're an American and you catch that Ebola virus, you going to Kenya, baby. You ain't coming back to America. Y'all peep this shit. So they really are locking down on this whole Ebola thing. And that's all because of the fact they have made it abundantly clear that if you have been traveling within the DRC, Congo and shit like that, and the Ebola been going on, and you've been over there either A, vacationing, or B, you're over there helping out with aid about what's going on over there, you catch this Ebola shit, you are going to be transferred to Kenya to quarantine. You will not be able to come back to America. And we ain't done set that already in place and shit like that. So with that being said, hopefully Kenya will be able to take care of y'all. And we're going to be praying for y'all. And we're going to be praying over this whole Ebola shit. Oh, even though I know that thoughts and prayers is not enough. God damn. Why we gotta deal with this Ebola shit? So with that being said, now, as far as it being a threat to America, it's not there, by the grace of God.
If you get exposed to Ebola overseas, you ain't coming back here. According to reports, the administration wants Americans exposed to Ebola quarantined in Kenya instead of being brought back to the United States. Which is like mama yelling at her kids through the screen door. Boy, don't you bring that mess in this house. Right now, there are over 1,000 suspected cases, 220 deaths, and thousands of contacts currently being monitored. And I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like a lot. Because Ebola is not one of those illnesses where people go, honey, grab me the vapor rub. I'm feeling a little peakish. No. Ebola's the kind of sickness where all of your insides suddenly want to come outside, where your body starts opening exits you didn't know existed, where your immune system sends thoughts and prayers to itself. Basically anything bad your body can do before it explodes. And we've seen how this country handles a pandemic. We ain't ready.
The United States government really doesn't care about healthcare workers who will go away and sacrifice their lives to help treat Ebola. They are building a hospital in Kenya with the idea that if any United States citizen gets Ebola while treating these patients, that they will be shuffled off to Kenya. This is a horrible idea. In the United States, we have hospitals perfectly capable of taking care of patients with Ebola. But it's not just Ebola, because when you get Ebola, other systems of your bodies need tending to by other specialists. Like you might need a gastroenterologist to help take care of your liver or your intestines. You might need a surgeon to help operate on you. You might need a nephrologist to take care of your kidneys, or a hematologist to take care of the many blood dyscrasias that you might have, or a neurologist to help take care of your brain. And we can go on from there. That's what you have at places like Emory, at places like MD Anderson, at places like the University of Chicago, at places like MGH. You will have all of those facilities, not only that can take care of the infectious disease part of Ebola, but can take care of every other part of the body that's sick. Do you know where you're not going to have that? In the brand new hospital they're building in Kenya. That's just a bunch of bureaucrats who are afraid of a disease coming on the shores of the United States and not supporting the people who are actually going out there and bravely fighting it. Hopefully, this nonsense will stop. And what we will be able to do is take back to the United States those people who bravely sacrificed themselves and become sick with Ebola. That's what we should do, because we're Americans and we want to take care of our own, and we want to take care of those who have volunteered to take care of.
So Americans are currently in the DRC, in Uganda, are receiving state-of-the-art care in Kenya, in Nairobi, which is the capital of Kenya, while everyone else in Uganda, in the DRC, is receiving probably no care at all. If anything, it's very minimal. Even in Africa, Americans, Westerners, want to be more specific, white people have more privilege in getting better care than the people in Africa. And you can say, well, that's not our fault that their governments don't have better health facilities. Actually, it is, because for decades, for years, for centuries, actually, Western countries worked on actively destroying the global South so that they don't have good infrastructures for hospitals to take care of their people. So yeah, it is in fact the United States and the West's fault for having good quality healthcare.
And this is so sad, this is so bad. Even the Americans are feeling for us. They are feeling, what kind of, like Kenya. Hey! Do you know that Kenya is one of the most beautiful countries in the world? Kenyans have always been, everyone is always being proud of us in whatever we do. But now, our government is failing us. This is so sad. This is so bad. Hmm? This is a disappointment. Hmm? I've created a video of Ugandans being shocked. If Ugandans are closing the borders, now Kenyans, we have decided to open the borders. And in fact, we believe that we have better medical facility than any other country in the world. It's so sad. This story is very bad and it's very sad. And I hope it's not going to succeed, because the court have already turned it off, but it's going to be heard on Tuesday if I'm not wrong. So, and I hope too, manze, this case will not go anywhere. Otherwise, it's very sad and it's so disappointing. But tell me your opinion down there in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to support the channel through the till number. See you in the next video.